The Jeff Cadillac train keeps chugging along into the conference championships of the NFL playoffs. You can't stop it. You cannot stop the Jeff Cadillac train. He's going to cover right now with us Arizona, Carolina. I'm Peter Loshak. You're watching SBR Videos. Jeff Cadillac, Arizona, Carolina. Kind of an interesting game. I'll admit that I took the opener on the over when it was 47 on the side. I have no opinion. Jeff Cadillac. We're all sitting here waited with bated breath for your analysis and your pick on this game. Right now, it's Carolina -3. What do you like, Jeff?
Okay, you know, both of these teams, it's an amazing, it's a great matchup. You got number one versus number two here in the NFC. I mean, a lot of people are anticipating this game. I'm very much anticipating this game just as everybody else.
I'm very much anticipating this game just as you and everyone else is too.
What I'm worried about in Carolina is that they've had some big letdowns in the second half during the season. And if anybody saw the game last week, it was a total laid down in the second half by the Carolina defense and the offense, which, you know, they did have that nice big lead at the half, but you cannot let the other team have hope and go into the second half and possibly even have chances to win the game after you've had a big lead. Now, what bothers me about Carolina...
You can't do that. I mean, they did wind up winning and covering anyway. You can do it.
That is correct. That is correct, sir. But when you give the other team hope, that is not a good thing.
Okay.
And they've had big letdowns during the season. This is not the first time that this has happened. It has happened against Houston, Seattle during the season, Indy, Green Bay, New Orleans, the big game against the Giants, and their only loss against Atlanta. What I'm worried about this week is if Carolina does the same thing they did last week. Arizona has a great offense, and they can hit you at any point, whether it's the wide receiver or the running back. Carson Palmer, he sits in that pocket. He's got a great offensive line. He can pick you apart if he has the time. Now, a couple of things to mention here. Carolina's Jared Allen has a broken bone in his foot. He's probably doubtful for this game. Greg Olsen, he got a stinger. He's probably playing. Jonathan Stewart, ankle injury, probably playing. Now, Ted Ginn Jr. on the wide receiver, he is what's known as Mr. Drop Balls, Mr. Drop Passes. So look to see Jericho Cotchery as a bigger part of the offense when Cam looks to throw that ball. On the Arizona side, we all know that their offense is great. They're not going to play conservative like they did against Green Bay, which went into overtime. They got to come out like gangbusters and really beat up on Carolina from the get-go. No mistakes here. Can't make any mistakes. Arizona has the number one total offense in the NFL, number two pass offense. You're going to see it in full force here this week. Carolina, number two rush offense. That's because of Cam. Arizona has to not let Cam run the ball. Let Jonathan Stewart run the ball. If they beat him by that, that's fine. But you cannot let Cam run for those first downs like he's, just like there's nobody there. There has to be somebody on him at all times and prepare for that. Arizona, number 5 defense, total defense, number 8 pass defense. Patrick Peterson is all world back there, and I predict he'll probably have an interception in this game. Carolina also, number 4 rush defense and number 11 pass defense. But I will tell you this. I like Arizona +3 at Carolina. I like them to possibly even beat Carolina in Carolina because Arizona is the full, they're great on both sides. There's no letdown. Bruce Arians will probably be going to his first Super Bowl as head coach here. I like Arizona to beat Carolina in Carolina, take the points. It's going to be a great game.
All right, Jeff Cadillac, not sold on Carolina with Mr. Drop Balls, Ted Ginn Jr. All right, Arizona +3, Jeff Cadillac, that is your pick. Interesting analysis, interesting pick. We'll see how it turns out. Jeff Cadillac, tell us about your website, jeffcadillac.com.
Okay, jeffcadillac.com all season long. All the picks, all the analysis of every game in the NFL for free. And on Jeff Cadillac 1, I got my bits and also best bet of the week come Friday, maybe even earlier this week for the NFC Championship or the AFC Championship.
All for free. Thanks so much, Jeff.